I grew up in a small town with my parents and two younger siblings. We weren't rich, but we were happy. At least, that's what I thought. My father owned a small business, and my mother worked as a teacher. Life was simple, and I had dreams of going to college and building a future for myself. But one day, everything changed. My father's business collapsed, and our family was drowning in debt. Loan sharks started coming to our house, demanding money. My father became desperate, and my mother cried every night. I wanted to help, but what could I do? Then, one evening, my parents sat me down with serious expressions. "Evelyn," my father began, "we have found a way to fix our problems." My heart pounded. "What do you mean?" "There is a wealthy man," my mother said hesitantly. "His name is Vincent Aldrich. He is very rich, and he's interested in marrying you." I blinked in confusion. "Marry me? But I don't even know him." "He can solve everything," my father said firmly. "He will pay off all our debts, and we can start fresh. This is our only chance." Tears welled up in my eyes. "You're selling me?" My voice trembled. My mother reached for my hand. "Evelyn, please understand. If we don't do this, we will lose our home. Your brothers, they need a future. We need you to do this for the family." I couldn't believe what I was hearing. The people who were supposed to protect me were asking me to give up my freedom. "No," I whispered. "I won't do it." But my father shook his head. "You don't have a choice." A week later, I was taken to Vincent Aldrich's grand mansion. It was a palace, with marble floors, golden chandeliers, and tall glass windows. But to me, it was nothing more than a prison. Vincent was in his 40s, much older than me. He was tall, with sharp eyes and a cruel smirk. "You're even more beautiful than I imagined," he said, touching my chin. I pulled away, but he only chuckled. "You belong to me now, Evelyn," he said. "Your parents agreed, and I always get what I pay for." Tears streamed down my face, but I had no choice. My family had sold me, and I was trapped. Days turned into weeks, and I felt suffocated. Vincent controlled everything: what I wore, where I went, even what I ate. I wasn't allowed to leave the mansion without his permission. But in this cold, heartless world, there was one person who showed me kindness: Liam, Vincent's personal driver. Liam was different from the others. He was young, maybe in his mid-20s, with warm brown eyes and a kind smile. He always treated me with respect, never like an object Vincent had bought. One evening, when Vincent had gone out for a business trip, I sat in the garden, staring at the stars, feeling lost. Liam approached me cautiously. "Are you okay?" he asked softly. I let out a bitter laugh. Do I look okay? He hesitated before sitting beside me. I know this isn't the life you wanted, he said. I turned to him. Then why do you work for a man like Vincent? He sighed. I don't have much choice either. I have a family to support. He looked down, then back at me. But if I could help you, I would. His words made my heart skip a beat. Would you? He nodded slowly. If you're willing to take a risk. Over the next few weeks, Liam and I grew closer. We talked whenever we had the chance, and I started to trust him. He was my only friend in this lonely mansion. And then, something unexpected happened. I started falling for him. I wasn't sure when it started. Maybe it was the way he looked at me with concern when I was sad. Maybe it was the way he made me laugh when I felt hopeless. Or maybe it was because he was the only person who saw me as a human, not an object. And Liam? He felt the same. One evening, as we stood alone in the mansion's garden, he looked at me with intense eyes. Evelyn. I don't want to see you trapped here. I want to help you escape. I felt tears in my eyes. But how? I have a plan, he whispered. It's risky, but if we do it right, you can be free. I took a deep breath. I had spent too long living in fear. Let's do it. The night of the escape was terrifying. Liam had stolen the keys to the back gate and prepared a car. Everything was set. But just as we were about to leave, Vincent returned earlier than expected. Where do you think you're going? He growled, his face twisting with rage. I froze. But before Vincent could grab me, Liam stepped in front of me. She's leaving, he said firmly. Vincent laughed coldly. And who are you to stop me? Liam didn't back down. I'm the man who loves her. My heart pounded. Vincent's eyes darkened, and I knew things could turn violent. But before he could react, Liam grabbed my hand, and we ran. Vincent's guards chased us, but Liam knew the estate well. We slipped through the gates and jumped into the car. As we sped away, I looked back one last time at the mansion that had been my prison. I was finally free. Liam and I disappeared to a small town far away, where no one could find us. It wasn't easy starting over, but we had each other. For the first time in months, I could breathe. I could laugh. I could dream again. And as I looked at Liam, the man who risked everything for me, I realized something. Sometimes, love is found in the most unexpected places. I had lost my family's love, but I had found something even stronger, the love that saved me.